although they are all contained in Jahannam. You have Khutama. In other places, you have Jahim. In other places, you have leather. You have different names. You have about 7, if I can recall. Each of these departments have its own way of punishing the person who will be put into it. Khutama, cautious. وما أدراك ما الحطمة وما wa means and ma what wama and what adraka can make you know mal what is or ma what is al-hutama the crusher. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةُ means, and what can make you know what is the crusher. نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةِ. Naru, it is the fire. Allah of Allah. Al-Muqada, that is internally foiled. Narullahi al-Muqada, it is the fire of Allah that is eternally foiled. Eternally foiled. Another verse in the Quran mentions to us what will be used in foiling this fire. It says, وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. The beginning of the verse says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, O you who believe, قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, protect yourselves, وَأَهْلِيكُمْ and your family, نَارًا from the hellfire. وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ, the foil of the hellfire is humans, the human body, وَالْحِجَارَةُ and then stones. Human beings, according to the narrations, or according to the explanations of scholars, will be increased in size before they are put in Jahannam. The bigger a body is, the more the fire will consume it. If you throw an ant, for instance, into a fire, within a second, it will burn. But if you throw a human being, the human being will take time before his body burns. Now, the human beings will be increased in size, those who are going into Jahannam before they are put into Jahannam. The reason why that will be done is لِيَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ, so that they will taste the punishment more. Humazah, of course, will receive a lot of humans and a lot of stones. Stones or idols made from stones. التي تطلع على الأفئدة. التي تطلع على الأفئدة. التي which تطلع mounts directed على at أفئدة the hearts. Al-Fu'ad means the heart. Al-Af'ida is the plural of Fu'ad, meaning many hearts. التي تطلع على الأفئدة, which mounts directed at the hearts. Which mounts directed at the hearts. Thabit al-Bunani said, Al-Humazah will burn the people in it all the way to their hearts while they are still alive. Which means it's going to burn every flesh. It will go on to burn their lips. Despite their size, they're going to be very big, huge giants. This will burn them from the tips of their fingers, of their hands and their toes, and from the top of their head. It will approach to the heart. It will burn the flesh and the bones as well. Now, when this happens, the whole flesh will be replaced again. كلما نضجت جلودهم بدلناهم جلودا غيرها ليذوقوا العذاب. Whenever their skin and flesh gets burnt, we're replaced with a new one. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. May Allah protect us from this punishment. May Allah protect us from all His punishment, either in dunya or akhirah. Amin ya Rabb. So, التي تطلع على الأفئدة, the Humazah will burn the people put in it, their entire body to the level of their heart. إنها عليهم مؤصدة. إنها, indeed, hellfire, the hellfire, al-Humazah, عليهم, upon them, مؤصدة, will be closed down. إنها عليهم مؤصدة, indeed, hellfire will be closed down upon them. Indeed, hellfire will be closed down upon them. Which means there will be no escape from it, no either relief. According to Abdullah ibn Abbas, he said the word mu'sada is used in this verse to mean that the fire locks all doors upon them so that there is no escape. Whoever is put in Humazah will have no room to escape. Qatada said it means a fire that blocks out all the light and prevents any exit from it. In Humazah, you cannot see any light, and you cannot go out of it. نعوذ بالله من عذابه في الدنيا والآخرة. We ask Allah to protect us from His punishment in this dunya and in the hereafter. في عمد ممددة. في عمد ممددة. في in عمد, columns, ممددة, extended. Al-mad means to extend something. Al-amad yani means a pillar. في عمد ممددة, in extended columns. Ibn Abbas, the great scholar, he said, Allah will make them enter pillars stretched forth, meaning there will be columns over them. So this Humazah will have columns. In between each column there will be pillars. So you'll have a column on top of it, another column, like that, and in between them it may be this way or this way. If it is this way, then you'll have it this way. And in between them, there will be pillars. So you have people here, pillars, people here, and then pillars. Meaning there will be columns over them, and they will have chains on their necks. If the pillars are like this, for instance, on each pillar, there will be a chain, and this chain will be tied to the neck of a person who is inside Humazah. And the gates of Humazah will be shut upon them, or the gates of the Jahannam will be shut upon them. So they're not only going to be put in Humazah, they're going to have chains around their necks, according to Abdullah ibn Abbas. And these chains will be attached to the pillars, and they will dwell there. Some of them may dwell there for some time, and some of them may dwell there forever. SubhanAllah. There are a lot of things contained in this surah. Let's look at the lessons. Number one, Allah forbids us from slandering and as well backbiting. You may be a Muslim, you may think you're doing your salah on time. You may think you do your psalm during Ramadan, you may think we keep amana. But then if you slander and you backbite, subhanallah, this may happen. Before they say slandering and backbiting is the work of women. But nowadays, they say that males have also picked this job as well because it's a job, although it's not being paid. So we should distance ourselves from slandering and backbiting. And those who are proud of their wealth and do not give it out in the cause of Allah, their wealth is disliked by Allah. No matter how much you own. If you are the richest person on earth, if you don't give out, if you don't give out to the needy, if you don't spend on the path of Allah, Allah has nothing to do with your wealth. He is the one, of course, who gave you everything. So all He wants from you is to help others. Yesterday we spoke about this Suratul Ma'un, we spoke about helping orphans and helping the poor. And we said a lot of things regarding the reward. So now, whatever you have in terms of wealth, see to it that you support others. You may think I have very little, for instance, and there's no need for me to spend. The little that you have is the much that you have. So do your best with it to see that we help others. Lesson number 3. Slandering, backbiting, and not giving wealth according to Allah's decree will be punished. Of course, those who slander, they backbite, they don't give out sadaqah, they don't feed the poor, they don't help orphans, those people will be punished on the day of judgment. Humazah is a place of flaming fire that can burn the hearts of men, and they will be imprisoned in it. This we also learn from the surah. Points of action. I have only 2 here. You can have as many as possible. The whole essence is for us to put the surah into practice. We either say good of others or we keep quiet. This is the first point of action. And this is an instruction from Rasulullah to the believers. فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا أَوْ لِيَصْمُتْ. A believer should say that which is good or he keeps quiet. And then when we are blessed with wealth, we should spend it in the path of Allah. No matter what we have, no matter how small that thing is, or how big it is, we should do as much as we can to spend in the path of Allah. Or indeed, if we don't do so, that wealth will not help us in any day, the day of judgment. We may put a lot of energy and spend a lot of time in accumulating that wealth. Sometimes we end up missing Salah because of wealth. Sometimes we travel during the month of Ramadan and we don't do fasting because of it. We have to pay back because of wealth. Now, if we don't use this wealth in the way that we can please Allah, definitely this wealth will lead us to Allah's punishment. Ask Allah the Almighty to make it easy for us to spend on His path. And ask Allah the Almighty to make it easy for us to distance ourselves from all sorts of slanders and all